हेलो गाइस। एक एक डाउट आया मेरे सामने। ठीक है, इसके अंदर है क्या कि मान लीजिए कि आपके पास एक बिल्डिंग हम ले लेते हैं। ठीक है, ऑफ हाइट एच, यहाँ से यहाँ तक की इसकी हाइट जो है एच ले लेते हैं। ठीक है, और फर्स्ट हाफ तक यानी कि यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक ये रहेगा आपका h/2। ठीक है, और ये भी आपका h/2 है। तो यहाँ तक से यहाँ तक के जो टाइम आपका लेता है वो है आपका t1 है, और यहाँ से यहाँ तक का जो आपका टाइम लेता है वो है आपका t2 है। ठीक है, तो यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द रेशियो ऑफ द t1 एंड t2, रिलेशन के बीच में निकालना है आपको। ठीक है, सो so it can be solved by the help of the straight line motion equation. S is equal to ut प्लस हाफ जी टी स्क्वायर। ठीक है ना। ओके, अब इसके अंदर है क्या कि इफ यू गो फॉर द हाइट h/2 फ्रॉम द टॉप, so it will be what, h/2, right? And the u at the top, it will be 0, because it is saying that the ball is being released, it is not thrown. So when it will be released means what? If you're not going to throw it out means its initial velocity will be 0, right? So here the u will be 0. Okay, right? So now we will go for this half gt square, and we find that it will be your half g, and the time that it takes from the top to h/2, the first half is the t1, so it will be your half g t1 square. Okay, great. So now we can find out the h and t1 relation as a t1 square, it will be your h/g. Okay, and if we go further to find out the value of the t1, so it will be your root h/g. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's great. Fine. Now let us go for the diagram once more and see that what it's saying. Okay, so from the diagram we can see that for this whole height, for this whole height, for this whole height, the time that it will take will be your, for this whole height, that the time that it will take from the top will be your t1 plus t2. Fine. Means if we say that if the ball is released from the height h, and how much time it will take to go at the bottom, then we can say that it will take the time t1 plus t2. Done. That's great. So we can write the motion equation the same way, and we'll find that this s, it will be equal to ut plus half at squared. That's a very general equation that I have told you. So the s, it will be your the height, the total height h, and u obviously it will be 0 because the ball is being released from the height, right? So it will be 0, and it will be your plus half g t1 plus t2 the whole square, because now we are going to take the whole time, right? And we have been told that for the first half it is your t1, and for the second half it is your t2. So the total time that it will take will be the summation of both the times, right? Okay, so we have got this equation, and similarly we can find out the value for the t1 plus t2 in the terms of the h. And I think that you are very great at your mathematical calculations, so we can get it as 2h by g, 2h by z ka square root, right? Done. Okay, so now what we have to do is to find out the relation between both the times. Okay, so for that case what we will do that we can find out its ratio. So t1 plus t2 by t1, that will be equal to root 2h by z into root g by h. Well, I hope so that you can find it out how, right? And here we will get it is your root 2. Okay, so what we get from this equation is that your t1 plus t2 is equal to root 2 t1. Okay, and the t2 will be your root 2 t1 minus t1, right? And then we can find out the value of the t2 is t1 that we can take outside, that will be your root 2 minus 1. So I think that it will be matching your some of your options, and your option is t2 is equal to root 2 minus 1 t1. That's your option is d, this d. So your answer is option number D, right? So it will be what your option number D, that is your T2 equal to T1 root 2 minus 1. That's all for your the solution of your doubt. I hope that you might have enjoyed it and learned a lot. And still if you have doubt in this, then you can post your comment in that, right? And if you want your doubt to be solved, then please you are free to post on my YouTube. Okay, comment. Thank you very much.